Alright, so I'm filming this on like a 2014, 2015 old iPad. It's crazy that 2015 is old. And I'm just writing a song, and I figured, why not start documenting this? If it doesn't work out, at least I have some form of content to fall back on. So this is just a very sporadic thought, an idea that I may never even upload this, but why not try? I'll just explain my thought process as I go along. Working on 2 mixtapes, a Christmas mixtape or an album project, whatever. It doesn't really matter anymore. Titles are irrelevant. But working on a project called Lovey Dovey Luck. It's based on me, Lek, about me being lovey-dovey. Ooh, creative name there, buddy boy. But I already have one song down, and I never made a vlog on that song, and that song is one of the best songs I've ever made, produced by me and Sketty, or shall I say, produced by Sketty and me, because most of the fire shit in that song comes from Sketty Keeney. Why don't I play it? This is a fucking vlog, I can just talk, and I'll just, whatever. Alright, so this one song that I have is called 2 Sleepy People. So let me explain the concept of this mixtape before I fully get into it. I have, so it's Lovey Dovey Like. It's about how unbelievably sentimental I am and lovey-dovey, and I feel a strong connection with the Great American Songbook, the songs from the 1950s, 1940s, etc., and I connect with the sentiment that they have in those songs. It's unbelievably cheesy and corny, but that's what I grew up listening to. Well, I didn't really grow up listening to them specifically, but I grew up on like Disney Channel shit, and my view of love and romance is really warped. I understand that, love isn't this fucking monolithic thing that, oh, you have love at first sight, yada, yada, yada. But I like to believe it is, and I like to operate in that mind state, which is probably why I'm single. So, tangent, again, probably never upload, but you know what? Fuck it. Why don't I just get comfortable on the camera talking? Because if this rap shit doesn't work out, probably won't. But 2 Sleepy People. It's an old song. The actual history of the song, I should look that up and explain it. But written by Hoagie Carmichael. I first heard the song through Seth MacFarlane, and I should add that Seth MacFarlane, Family Guy, whatever, is where I got into old classical Great American Songbook, Frank Sinatra, that genre. It comes from him. So when he started releasing swing albums, I was entranced. He had this one song called 2 Sleepy People featuring Norah Jones that I loved. I just connected so much with the idea of, just falling asleep with someone, even though you're trying to resist it because you want to stay awake with them as much as possible. So 2 Sleepy People. I can't really play the song, can I? But Seth MacFarlane version I love, and I love the Hoagie Carmichael version. I think I can play my version, but I think this will get removed if I play either one of the other two. So the song is, I don't know, I can't sing. Na 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 da na 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 da na 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 la na 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 na. 2 sleepy people, my dawn's early line, and too much in love to say goodnight. That's one of the basic melodies, and as you can see, that's why I'm a rapper. I'm not much of a singer myself, but I desperately want to make a song based off of it, because it's, I have a similar experience with the song 2 Sleepy People, of just, being with someone you love and just being sleepy, and it's such an odd experience and such a personal, intimate experience, because, when you're sleepy, you're so vulnerable, and there's so much trust that's going in both directions, and to be in that, and to fall asleep on someone or with someone or cuddle, yada, yada, yada. It's a very, very intimate feeling, and it's probably, I have one experience in my life where I can connect with this, and it's probably one of the best experiences God damn, I just speak in hyperbole, so I apologize if that's too much, but I always say things in absolutes, so don't trust me when I say it. But it's one of the most fondest memories that I have is me and my high school crush, me and them, being with them, watching a movie. So I took that song, put it in Logic Pro, the MIDI notes, and then I made this little jam. So I'll play. If you listen to Two Sleepy People, it's a lot more slower than this. So it's usually down, 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 and then it's here we are, out of cigarettes, holding hands and yawning. Look how late it gets. Two sleepy people, my dawn's early light, and too much in love to say goodnight. Whatever. So I basically just sped that bitch up, and then I use the Logic Pro comes with its own automatic drummer. When it comes to producing music, everything's very rudimentary. So I just pulled up the artificially intelligent, the AI drum kit that you can use with Apple's Logic Pro. Shout out to Steve Jobs. So with it essentially you can pick hip hop, you can pick R&B, then you can pick trap, hip hop, yada yada yada, and then you can pick, I want more hi-hats, whatever. So you can kind of customize it, and then it spits out something. It usually sounds generic, but sometimes generic is what I'm looking for. In fact, if you really lovey-dovey like, the whole idea is that the way that I view love is generic. It's very one-dimensional kind of, because I'm a one-dimensional man. So the drum kit sounds like this. Very simple. A, 1, 2, 3, and then I bring in the chords of the song. And then the melody. Out of cigarettes, holding hands and yawning. Look how late it gets. Two sleepy people, mind on early light, and too much and on to say goodnight. Then I added this little wooden chime thing to make it have like a little heartbeat. And then I'll and that's the song. That's literally the song. And then I have all, I wrote bars to it. I will show you in a moment. The final result sounds like this. And again, none of this is planned. I just, at the spur of the moment, in my own writer's block, I figured, why don't I just talk about what I'm doing? So this is the first really completed song that I have for Lovey Dovey, and the only completed song that I have. Shit. Where is it? Goodness gracious. Two sleepy people, two sleepy people, two sleepy people by dawn's early light, and too much. Oh, here. So my version sounds like this. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'll play a good one, just 25%.
Falling asleep on your lap. Ayy, I could just stay here forever. We'll see for eternity, taking a nap. Ayy, you and me snoozing and losing the gruesome uncertainty. Fuck all the past shit. Everything's never forever. We only have further and fuck all the rap shit. I could just stay here forever and fade to obscurity. You are fantastic, and you are bad bitch. Opposite of average, turn me to a savage. Every time I see you, incredible. I love to hear a voice each decibel. Take me to another level whenever I'm feeling down. I'm a rebel whenever you hum up through the sound. Head on your heart and your heart on my head. On a couch, in a car, on a bed. I'm falling asleep on your lap. Ayy, I could just stay here forever. We'll see for eternity, taking a nap. Ayy, you and me snoozing and losing the gruesome uncertainty. Fuck all the past shit. Everything's severed forever.
Notice how the melody is just the background of the hook.
I could just stay here forever and fade to obscurity, talking about life while you
And then
play
at
with
the
my
end,
hair, showing
I
you
kind
love
of
while
sing
you
a
show
little bit,
everything
sing
seven-
the actual song that I'm. I like to think of it as a cover, but it's kind of like more of a sample. Is it still recording? Oh, I like to think of it more as a cover than a sample. I always want to sing in some way the original song, because this is I want to be like Frank Sinatra or Dean Martin or Chet Baker, fucking Tony Bennett, all those people where you just cover the Great American Songbook. And that's I love the idea of just, this is my version. Well, this is my version. Oh, this is my version of it. It's like fucking one big large collaborative art. There's this one song written in like 1934, and then do with it what you will. I mean, you don't do that nowadays. Imagine if like fucking Ariana Grande had her version of "Hit Me Baby One More Time." That'd be interesting. What does it sound like now? Because a lot of these songs was made in like 1930, and then all the way to like 1960, you have this fucking bevy of artists just covering it. I mean, when it came out was irrelevant. So that's my main goal when it comes to doing this. Is I just want to cover the Great American Songbook. So, that's just a long tangent. In Two Sleepy People, I want to sing it. So at the end, I do sing a little bit.
Forever we only are furthering. I gotta rap shit. I could just stay here forever and fade to obscurity. Two sleepy people, my dawn's early light, and too much enough to say goodnight.
That's the song. Again, the whole song is just about that sleepy love, that trust that forms, that whatever. And it's really only 3 elements or 4 elements when it comes to the actual instrumental. It's the beat machine, the wooden chime. I think it's called a kalimba is what I use for the chords. And then a celesta for the melody, for the hook. 4 elements, and that's a song, and then I rap over it. All in Logic Pro. And I bring that all up just to show what Sketty did and how he changed the song. And I'll play that. He just really pimped my ride, so to speak, my proverbial ride. He was the exhibit to my ice cream truck. I only say ice cream truck because that's the only episode of Pimp My Ride that I remember. God, I miss that show. Should bring it back. Even though I heard that they did not pimp those rides out properly. Like, it would just be like, it would just look good, and then after that, it could break down in like 2 weeks, and then bye, bitch. This is the Sketty version, which is what I'm gonna go with. Too much enough to say goodnight.
1, 2, 3, falling asleep on your lap. Ayy, I could just stay here forever, we'll see for eternity, taking a nap. Ayy, you and me snoozing and losing the grace of uncertainty. Fuck all the past shit, everything's severed forever, we only are furthering. Fuck all the rap shit, I could just stay here forever and fade to obscurity. You are fantastic, and you are bad,
So it's
bitch.
pretty much the same other than the intro.
Every time I see you,
where
incredible.
He uses my
I let it
outro
hear your
singing
voice
in
each
the intro.
decibel. Take me to another level whenever I'm feeling down. I'm a rebel whenever you hum up to the sound. Head on your heart, and your heart on my head. On a couch, in a car, on a bed. I'm falling asleep on your lap. Ayy, I could just sit here forever, we'll see for eternity, taking a nap. Ayy, you and me snoozing and losing the grip of uncertainty. Fuck all the past shit, everything's severed forever, we only are furthering. Fuck all the rap shit, I could just stay here forever and fade to obscurity, talking about life while you play with my hair, showing you love while you showing me care.
I can't let all the fucking heat out, you know what I'm saying? I gotta close the door, you know what I'm saying? That is the Sketty's impact. I mean, he pretty much kept the beat the same when it comes to the verses. Then he added that little outro singing part. He put that on the beginning of the song and on the outro, and put like a filter on it to make it sound like like, you know, all hipsterish and indie-ish or whatever the fuck the word is. And then when you get to the hook, it really turns into a sketty beat. So it's a Lek beat, me, you know, the Logic Pro fucking, you know,
forever we
whatever, the easy one. And then when you get to the hook,
turn me to a savage every time whenever I'm feeling my head on a couch, in a car, on a bed, I'm falling asleep on your lap. Hey, I could just sit here forever, we'll see for eternity, taking a.
and what I like about that is that, like, the song is peaceful and quiet for a reason, but the song at the same time is describing the adrenaline that you feel from that, you know, that little, your heartbeat starts beating fast because, like, you know, the revelation that maybe, you know, I have a crush on this person, maybe she has a crush on me, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the twist, not the twist of the song, but the dichotomy of the song is that too, that calmness of the sleepiness, but then the excited giddiness of that hook, the falling asleep on your lap, hey. But like my version was entirely quiet, so when you listen to it, you know, you have all this tension being built, but no catharsis. So it's just my fucking sleepy bars. And then you have my very lively hook, which I thought was enough to satiate that dichotomy of we're going to have the calm part, and then we're going to have the hype hook. But Sketty really pimped my fucking ride. He exhibited my shit. He took the hook and he made it a whole different song. So, again, I believe that in music, all good music has tension being built up, and then the chorus, the hook, is catharsis. So you satiate that tension that or not satiate, maybe that's not the word. You provide some form of expectation through the hook. From the verse, you provide some kind of lead up to something, and then that hook has to be what you are leading up to. And if it's just boring, then you have a boring song, no matter how good the verse is. And again, I'm not a fucking music theory guy, but that's just my own philosophy when it comes to creating songs. For me, you know, other musicians, I don't call myself a musician, I'm more of a musical artist, but other musical artists have their own philosophies that work for them. That's mine, and that's what I like about this version of Two Sleepy People. Sketty went fucking nuts. And that's the first finished song of Lovey Dovey Luck. And this is the first, I guess, a vlog of Lovey Dovey Luck. And, you know, who knows if I'll upload this, but it's nice to have this documented. Whether, A, to look back, you know, lovingly, like, oh, look at what started this beautiful empire that I built. Or B, look back and just shame and regret. Damn, he should have went to college. So, well, yeah, baby, yeah.